Have you ever been told, work harder, work more hours, try harder, hustle, grit, tenacity? I know I was. That was my formula. That was my winning formula. Let's just go work harder. And that was for a very long time, at least a decade. The challenge is I wasn't getting anywhere. I wasn't actually moving the needle forward. Nothing was changing. This is for at least 10 years. 10 years is a long time to do something the same way and expect a different result. The reason why is because I didn't understand what was the deeper issue here. Have you ever had something that you're going for, a goal that you're trying to get? Maybe it's a house, maybe it's a car, a big car, maybe it's something fancy that you're going after. Maybe it's a dream. Maybe it's a relationship. Maybe it's money. Maybe you want more income. There's something behind this, and I'm going to share that with you today. I'm going to share with you the creative process for getting anything you want. Anything you want to be, anything you want to do, anything you want to have. So here's the creative process. Number one, ask. We've heard this before, and I'm going to bring it into a different light with you today. Ask is step one. That's your job. Ask. You ask. This is the creative process. Ask. Number two, it is given. That's not your job. That's the creator. That's spirit. It is given automatically. And three is allow and receive. That is your work. That is our work, is to allow and receive. So that's what I'm going to share with you today, is that process of ask, receive, and allow. So here's what happens, is contrast is life happening all around us. We have life happening all around us. That's contrast, which is what I don't want leads me to understanding what I do want. And based on that, we ask. So we ask based on desire. Desire is Latin for de sire. It means of the Father. So this is something born within. It's a desire born within us. There's a reason why we want this. And we sift and sort through the contrast of our lives to decide what we don't want, so we know more of what we do want. Number two, God answers. Universe, God, Spirit answers. And this happens without exception. So when you ask, it is given every time with zero exceptions. And three, you allow it in. You allow it. You let it happen. So this is what's called the receiving mode. And it's based on a concept of vibrational harmony. You see, we can only attract to us what we are in exact vibrational harmony with. If what we want is here, and we're here, there's a vibrational gap. It'll never happen. It's like tuning into a country station. Locally, it's 93.7. Country, B93. But we're looking for rock. That's on a completely different frequency, a completely different radio station. You can't find rock on a country station. You can't have a pile of money when you're thinking lack and limitation. You see that? Worry, doubt, frustration. Different harmony, different vibrational harmony, different frequency altogether. You've got to line that up, and that's what I'm trying to share with you today. By the way, if this is something that you want to go deeper on, I'm doing a class on this one. The link's in this video. Click on the link and register for that, because I go deep on these topics within that class. Okay, so every subject is two subjects. It's the wanted and the not wanted. It's what you want and then the lack of it. I want money, and the lack of money is the other side of that, okay? Two sides of the stick. And so what happens is oftentimes someone says, I want this, but then they fixate on the negative side of that equation rather than on what we actually want. That's a disconnect, and a discord is disharmony. It's not in vibrational harmony. Okay, so what you always think is what you're eventually going to get, based on the very powerful law of attraction, which actually starts off with the law of vibration, which is what we're talking about here. So the wrong way is contrast gives you a desire, you ask, and then you get all bound up and frustrated. You see that? That's not how it works. You focus on the lack of money, you're not going to get it. So here's how it works, is you ask, it is given, you allow, and you receive it. And how do you receive it? Get in vibrational harmony with it. Based on the law of attraction, like attracts like. And the good news is that we hold the key to getting anything that we want in our life. The reason is because we can tell what we're emotionally involved in. I want this particular thing, a new job, relationship. I want more money in business. I want my business to grow. That's what I want. How do you feel right now? What are you focused on? That's what you're going to attract. Are you focused on the upside of that? Are you going downstream or are you fighting upstream? And this is where many get it wrong. This is what I spend most of my time coaching clients with, is this exact conversation. Trying to fight upstream or going downstream. Allowing is allowing. You see, we can't be all bound up and frustrated, angry, pissed off, and simultaneously allow the pile of cash to flow into our life. It's not how it works. It's ask, receive, allow. Think about the word allowing. I'm allowing it to flow to me. And based on that, of course, you're going to begin to connect with the people, the circumstances, and the events that allow it to flow in. This is what's so wonderful about the universe. And you can use how you're feeling to give you step-by-step guidance on where you are, if you're in vibrational harmony with the goal or not. Here's some things to let you know. Here's some ways of being. Here's some feelings that are in vibrational harmony with most things, if not everything. Love, appreciation, gratitude. Hear that? Love, appreciation, gratitude, well-being, and abundance. What are some things that are, some emotions that are in disharmony? Frustration, lack, anger, resentment, greed. What else? You know, all those things that are on the negative side, you cannot attract to you if you are thinking on the negative side of the thing that you want. So here's the formula again. Ask, it is given, allow, receive. Get in the receiving mode, and you do that by thinking in accordance with what you want. See it done. See it done. It's already done. What would it feel like if you had it? What would it feel like if you were riding in the car? What would it feel like if you were living in the home? What would it feel like if you were doing the job of your dreams? How would you feel? You may not know what that job is right now, but you certainly would know how it feels if you were actually doing the thing you love to do each and every day. You'd be on fire, right? You'd be absolutely on fire. If this is resonating with you, click on the link and learn more. And also, you know, if you're watching this live, please type in #live. If you're watching it later, let me know that you're here, and that way I just know how I'm showing up and how this was receiving, how you were receiving this message by typing #later. And I want you to know that what's important to me is that I'm helping you. My purpose is to help people all over the world to identify with their unique gifts and live the divine design of their lives. I call it the square of life, which is freedom, joy, growth, and authenticity. Freedom, time and money freedom is what we're all seeking, even if we haven't verbalized it yet. Time and money freedom. I call it an unrestricted existence, to be able to do what we want, when we want, how we want, with whom we want, for as long as we want, with zero restrictions. Joy, absolute joy, happiness, being happy doing that. This is our natural state of being, is wellness. Growth, expansion. Spirit is for expansion and fuller expression. We all have a seed. We all have a seed buried within us. At birth, what we're supposed to be doing here, our life purpose. When we're living on purpose, we are growing in the process. We're either growing or we're dying. And finally, authenticity. Being truly authentic. When we landed on our life's purpose and we know what we're here for and we're showing up every day working towards that, being authentic to who we really are, that's the magic. That's the square of life. I hope this has served you today, and I will see you real soon. And remember the square of life: joy, authenticity, freedom, and growth. We'll see you soon.